Morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the launch call. I'm Al Branca with
Thank you.
RxCut. And what we want to do today is, from an agenda standpoint, is really go through some best practices to ensure a successful launch and make sure you're getting the most out of the program and your membership, your members are benefiting from it. Really, education is what makes our program successful. I always say if you throw 5,000 of our cards out of a plane, it might stick to the bottom of one person's shoe. But if the recipient truly understands the potential benefits, they're going to give it a try because they've got nothing to lose and everything to save. We'll talk about some website links, distribution methods within your organization, and I'll open up for any Q&A at the end. And feel free to stop me in my tracks as well if a question should arise.
Okay.
So you should have received a welcome email that has some pertinent information. Basically, what it has is your website address and access to our back office, our portal. We're very transparent by nature, so you have the benefit of viewing all your claims updated each morning. So anytime somebody uses the card, it'll actually, the detail of that transaction will be in your back office the following day, and includes the group number, the name, group name that is, the drug, whether it's generic or brand medication, the quantity and dose, what the retail price at that pharmacy was, what the member paid, and how much they saved in dollars and percentage, plus all the pharmacy information. So we love the fact that our partners get to see this because they start drinking the Kool-Aid once they see the amount of money we can save people on their medications. And as I mentioned before, consumers will definitely try the card to understand the potential benefits and the fact that there is no downside to using our program because they're guaranteed the lowest price, whether it's their copay, the retail price at the pharmacy, or our discounted price. And quite often, when someone has insurance, their copay is their only option. As a matter of fact, there's a huge class action lawsuit that CVS is trying to handle right now, alleging that they're selling uninsured individuals the same drug less than those who have insurance, and it's true. But the problem is it's not CVS, it's the third-party administrator or the pharmacy benefit manager that works with and for the insurance company. So when our card is presented, the sheets, if you will, are pulled down electronically, and now all three pricing scenarios are open to that member, and they're guaranteed the lesser of all three. So it actually is very beneficial to use the card and find out if your copay is the best deal or maybe it's not. Okay. Another reason why we have extremely high conversion rate is our award-winning pricing tool. Unlike our competitors who show average pricing, so you don't know what the real price is till you get to that pharmacy, ours actually drills right down to our contract level with the pharmacies and our MAC lists, and it pulls up accurate pricing for that day at that pharmacy, so there's no bad member experience when they show up. And as I mentioned before, the variance in discounts can be great from one pharmacy to the next, so it really ensures that the member or the cardholder knows exactly where to get the lowest price in their area. And the Equalizer Flyer that was sent in your welcome email is a great educational piece and really drives the point that, we work for everyone and not just those with no insurance. In fact, if you have a copay that's $10 or higher, you definitely want to check our price because, as you see, in every case here, we not only crushed the retail price, but we also came in lower than a $10 generic copay.
Yeah.
So I'll be sending out a press release. If not today, then tomorrow. I got pretty much a full plate today. It'll be a generic press release. So if you have newsletters that go out electronically to members or partners, you can include that if you so choose and customize it by putting some information about your particular foundation in there. And then physical distribution through mailers and at all events. I'm sure you do have fundraisers throughout the year.
I do.
Well, our card should definitely be available there for members to take along with that flyer so they can actually read about it and see what the benefits of the card are. And do you do any kind of electronic distribution, newsletters or announcements?
We do to our support group, but not on a regular basis do we send things out. No.
Okay. All right. Well, it certainly wouldn't hurt to include anytime you do any kind of electronic distribution, whether it be a newsletter or announcement, the fact that the card is there, and you can put your RxCut website address in there as well. You see that there's a lot of, because we have a lot of delivery methods. Obviously, the laminated cards by far is the best method, but in the age of the internet now, people have the ability to print cards from the site. They can actually enter their mobile phone number from your print card page and download high-resolution image of that card right to their smartphone, so they don't even need a physical.
That's awesome.
Do you work with any clinics, health clinics?
No, we don't. I mean, we will call different pharmacies and, let them know that we're going to pay for patients' medication.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we do have a couple that we, are kind of familiar with us. So I guess you could say I don't know if you'd call us partners with them, but we just have a good rapport with them.
These are pharmacies you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
How about
But
healthcare providers?
well, we do have Cherokee Health. We get a lot of referrals from them.
Okay. Now, when I was an agent on the street before I came in-house to run the company, that's where I found my niche and my fortune, was working with healthcare providers. That is probably, next to having someone in the pharmacy using the card behind the counter, probably the next closest thing to point of sale. When our card is given to a patient at discharge, it really enhances the credibility of the product. And the first stop someone makes, usually when they leave the doctor's office, is the pharmacy with one that's scripts in hand. So if Cherokee, I think you said the name was,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to get an introduction with Cherokee and try to convince them to hand your card out to their patients, because every time somebody uses it, it's a fundraiser for you, and it certainly helps the healthcare provider with one of the largest problems today, which is medication adherence.
Mm-hmm.
Third of all scripts that are written never get filled, and the largest reason, number one reason, is cost. So if our card can make that drug more affordable, it's a better chance that patient will stay healthy and out of acute care, and that's what it's all about with capitation in healthcare today.
Yeah.
So if there's any way to get an intro to those folks, I would more than love to, on your behalf, talk to them about distributing your card.
All right.
It's definitely a volume play business. So anyone that you touch out there, any kind of corporate partners, I would certainly want you to offer the card to them as well, knowing that it can be a value add to the employee and also help you from a fundraising perspective. Once again, we'd be available if you have any large corporate partners with an intro to explain the program to them and how it could benefit your organization and their employees. Certain industries have higher conversion rates, including healthcare, as I mentioned. That's one of the best points of distribution. And I don't think you really need to limit the distribution to members to your organization or not. I always tell people when to treat our program like the American Express card. You never leave home without it, because everybody you run into can certainly benefit from the card. And once again, there's no downside. When they save money, you actually make money from a foundation standpoint.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a web designer or somebody administer your website that's on staff?
Not that's on staff. We have someone on our board, on our volunteer board, that does our website.
Okay. Most of our corporate partners actually link their RxCut site from their site. And obviously visibility is real important. So if there's any way.
Well, we were looking to do that, and one of the other epilepsy foundations had done that, and that's where we got the idea. They put it on their website.
Yep. Yeah. Once again, as many places as you can have this visible will give you a better traction and a better chance for success and utilization. So yeah, you could price it. You could either put something like find the lowest prices for your medications and link it to the pricing tool page of your website, or to the main page where they can actually navigate from there to either print a card or to price up their medication. So either link would be fine.
Okay.
Print card page, or download and print, or email and request cards, or the pharmacy pricing tool, basically. And you're real familiar with the site, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been on there, looked around some. Yeah.
Well, this is the landing page, and
okay,
this is where people have various methods of card delivery. Print card, it will print 4 to a page, unlimited cards, and it has your unique group number. That's how we track it. They can actually type in their mobile number, click text card, it will download a high graphic resolution of this card right to the phone. They can ask to email cards. Now, I think you're the point of contact, so if someone actually requests bulk cards or physical cards, you get copied on that email, and you would have to actually fulfill that card order, since we don't keep your cards in stock here. So if you see any emails come over requesting cards, that's what it's from, this page right here.
Okay.
And from here, you can get to the pricing page, or if I go back to the main page, you can actually get to the price search from here, or from here. It'll pop up right there. And once again,
Okay.
when we display pricing, it's real-time pricing at those pharmacies. So there's no unpleasant member experience when they get to the pharmacy and the price quoted is not the real price.
Okay. Good deal.
So it helps your brand as well.
Yeah.
Card orders, we'll place the card order for you. We pay for the first $5,000, and actually, Alicia, I owe you that anyway from your elevator pitch. Claims reports. Okay, once your cards are out there in circulation, you have access to the back office, and this is not the one you have. Let me get to your back office. There was a link sent in your welcome email, but you can also access your back office from this partner portal link right here. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you put in your unique member ID, your email address, and password that was sent to you on your welcome email. And you do have that, right?
Yeah, let me double check and make sure here.
I can have my guy resend it if not.
I'm sure I do have it.
It should come from makins@rxcut.com.
From M. Akins?
A-K-I-N-S.
Yes, I do have it. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a safe place because that's your login credentials and all your website stuff. So once again, you can pull reports a couple of ways. You can do it by date range. You can look at the detail, which is the entire thread of the transaction with the timeline that you specify. Once again, it will show the group number, the name, the date that the script was filled, paid or reversed. Reversed simply means that it was adjudicated at one point in time but backed out by the pharmacy for one of several reasons. The most common one is the client never showed up to pick up the medication, so it's getting re-inventoried. Or they came and maybe their copay or their insurance was lower, so you're using that form of payment, or they didn't purchase the drug at all. But it'll show you the status, paid or reversed, and payable claims are marked paid, and the UNC column, no. I'll get to that in a second, what that means. But you have the drug name, whether it's brand or generic, the quantity, the day supply, usual and customary. When it's no, that means our price was better than the cash price. When it's yes, that means the pharmacy's retail price was better than ours. So in most cases, it's going to be the $4 generic at Walmart. The member always wins. So our cost here might have been $8. We replied back to the pharmacy, charge them retail, we won't invoice you. So anything that's marked paid and yes is not commissionable because the pharmacy pricing was better. But as I mentioned on our first call, we have the industry's lowest usual and customary rate. We're performing about 18%, meaning we lose to the cash price less than 2 of 10 times, where most of the PBM-based cards are 30 to 40% UNC, meaning they lose to the cash price 3 to 4 out of 10 times. So that's usual and customary. It'll show the retail price, what the member paid, what they saved in dollars and percentage, plus all the pharmacy information. The only thing you don't see is patient information because we collect none. That means those cards are static. Anybody can use the same card. And what's cool about this, you can actually sort different columns. So if you want to look at the highest percentage of savings amongst all the claims that you have, you would just click that twice and you'll see some of the outrageous markups in the generic world today.
Yeah.
This particular medication, the retail price was $5.55. Member paid $23. They saved over $500, or about 96% off retail. And if you continue down this road, you'll see the savings are really significant.
Yeah.
And I think we shared with you this common list of seizure medications, where these were every one of our prices under $15, and in some of these cases, the member savings were just incredible. So that I think that's really what bolstered the interest with the first Epilepsy Foundation that came on, seeing how we can really affect those seizure-specific medications and make them a lot more affordable.
Okay.
Our commissions are paid 60 days net after the month ends. We don't invoice the pharmacies until the month closes, and it can take pharmacies up to 120 days to pay. Most of our competitors don't pay their agents and partners until they collect, but we pay on all claims, even those that are still pending, 60 days after the month ends. So it's about a 60-day lag time, and once you get your first check, obviously continues. There has to be a minimum of $20 accrued to receive the check, and if not, it just carries into the next month. Once again, just a reminder, it takes time to build volume. MSNBC called us a few years ago America's best get-rich-slow business opportunity. But if you stick with it and you create some volume by getting the cards out and making them available to everyone you touch, it can really grow into something substantial. At this point, I think we've concluded the presentation. So, Sarah, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to address them.
I don't right now. You know, if we come across things as we're doing this, I mean, will I be able to get in touch with somebody? I guess,
yes.
Can I call? Okay, to be able to ask questions then.
Alicia will be a consistent point of contact.
Okay.
You can also contact Michael Akins, one of my associates, one of my administrators, and his toll-free number is here with his extension if you want to jot that down.
Okay.
Sarah, how many patients do you pay for their medications each year? Did you tell me it was one time a year, or?
Well, we do it one time per year for one patient, but through the year, I mean, we get, I don't know, it's hard for me to say. I don't have numbers in front of me right now, but maybe 1,000 patients for the year. I mean, we're pretty small. We're a pretty small organization. So.
Hey, let me give you my contact info too. It's okay. Al Branca, B-R-A-N-C-A.
Okay.
And the best way to reach me is 856.
Okay.
304-4874.
Okay. All right, and I wrote down Michael's info too. So.
You have my email address, right, Sarah?
Yes, I do.
Okay, excellent. So we'll get your cards ordered, and when they ship, takes about 7 to 10 business days. We'll send you a tracking ID. They ship UPS.
Okay. All right, that sounds great. Okay,
well,
thank you so much.